This past week was quite a go of it. I fell off the rails with sleeping. I really just night after night was struggling. Just things would come up. I guess maybe one time, my little son, he's 7, he wanted just to sleep with me, and he kicks, he moves around, he turns sideways, like it's a mess. And then he has like night, like sleep talking. It's probably a term for that. But anyway, sometimes he gets up, wanders off into the hallway, and I'm like, where are you going, buddy? Other times he just talks. And I'm like, someone over here is trying to get some Z's. So maybe pipe down. So that was crazy. Back on track. So my brain suddenly is not cotton anymore. Bonus, right? We're doing good. And I was just thinking about the things I want to accomplish today. My husband's at a golf event, so he's gone. He actually left early to do practice round, and then today he is in a tournament. So I want to kind of like do a project that he's been wanting me to finish and be like, hey, look, I like what I did. And then I was working it yesterday and just kept on getting distracted. It was nice outside, so I was actually out in the garage trying to like organize some areas, some spaces, go through some like shoe bins and like transfer old ones out, and the sizes are gonna go into the whole thing. You just gonna put something off until you realize it's time to do it. And then it's like I kind of bounce around from different projects, just like with the way my mind works. I get just like completely bored with something, then start something else. And this drives my husband mad. He's like, can you just finish what you're doing? You started something. And I'm like, oh, well, I thought of something else to do. And then that was priority. And it's just a mess. So I want to kind of finish it. But then my kids were out playing and their friends were gone. So it's kind of like, oh, mom's in the garage. Let me ask her a bunch of questions. Let me ask her for food. Watch me. We got a new bike for my little guy. You know how that works. It's like, oh, mommy, watch me. So I didn't really accomplish what I wanted to. So now I'm all like down on myself and thinking, oh, why can't I just like, where did those 5 hours go? You're just like, what happened? All of a sudden the time's just blowing by and you're like, I can't account for that, or I didn't have enough accomplished that I thought I would in that time frame. Something's wrong. And that negative self-talk can be so destructive. It's probably common. A lot of people do it without even realizing it. And that's something to really, really consider and pay attention to, because that does never benefit anybody. It just increases the stress, the anxiety, and then you kind of just want to give up because you're like, well, I never can finish my projects or whatever, or like, well, I'm always running out of time and there's something wrong with me, whatever. So first of all, there's kind of 5 things I thought about with regarding self-talk. Just first of all, become aware of when you're doing it. Just make a mental note. Oh, I'm doing that again. Or, I'm kind of just having a negativity toward something I'm doing, or some attribute of mine, or not accomplishing a goal I want, whatever. Just become aware, change your perspective. Be like, okay, let me think of all the good things, the good personality traits, or the things, past projects I have accomplished and they turned out really great. Or just, just put some positive note in your brain instead of the negative. Even if it's justified, even if you were behind on a project, just to say, you know what, today, what can I praise myself for? Something I did good, something that's worth recognizing. And then be intentional from then on. Catch yourself when you're doing the negative talk. Say, no, okay, and actually I'm gonna really work hard to accomplish this, whatever goal I have, or achieve something today so that I can then override that negativity and then be like, no, look, this is great. What I accomplished was awesome. Health, wellness, a motivational goal, whatever it might be. And then from then on, be consistent. Really, really, really be consistent with the past points I just made. And then notice the results when you do something good. Keep it up to your best health.